Taking hits! They're inbound!
Construction complete.
Combat!
Unit lost.
Reporting in. Take damage! Ground support. Ready to hunt.
Unit under attack.
Copy. Free fire. Enemy engaged. Copy that. We have a lock. Ready and nothing! What's the plan? Hit them hard!
Insufficient
We
funds.
got this handled. No match for the Scorpion!
Enemy base sighted.
Ready when you are.
Under attack.
We have contact. Ready and nothing! What's the plan? Hit them hard!
Insufficient funds.
We got this handled. No match for the Scorpion! Engage! Firing rocket
Unit
now, sir.
under attack.
Orca unit. Systems on.
Construction complete. Unit enemy detected. Under attack.
Weapons on full. Target acquired. All right, guys.
Emitters charged.
Construction vehicle ready to roll. Orca unit. Zone is hot. It's over. Weapons on full. Death from above. Ground support. Got the guns. All systems on red. Waste.
Size matters.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Green Zero here, bringing you another Command & Conquer 3 Kane's Wrath video commentary here. Not so much as a commentary as it is an announcement today. That's right, as if you haven't realized already, but the Kane's Wrath World Championships has been announced. That's right. They have been announced. This is the huge cash prize tournament everyone is talking about and everyone's been waiting for. It's finally here. We've got the announcement, we've got the dates, we've got the prizes, we've got the time frame, we've got everything sorted out here for you today. So what I'm going to do for you today, I'm going to run through the details of the tournament. So we're going to start out with the timeline and all the details like that. So first off, the tournament is being hosted by Kane's Wrath Online. That's right, www.kaneswrathonline. That's where you're going to have to be. That's where all the details are, all the specifications, all the rules, how to sign up, how to get involved, what you have to do for this tournament. So definitely head on over and check it out. So we're going to go through the timeline first, and this is the most important part. The first stage of the tournament is going to be a 3-week tournament. That's right, held over a 3-week period. So week 1 is a 64-player group stage. That's right, 64-player group stage. That will commence on Sunday, March the 30th, 2014, of course. And the time frame, as decided by the community, wanted 1800 GMT, so that's what it's going to be, 1800 GMT. So most European players are looking for a Sunday afternoon, Sunday night tournament. Again, don't forget to convert the time zone. We'll have a countdown timer on the Kane's Wrath Online webpage, so you'll actually be able to keep an eye on that one as well. But we've got about 4 weeks for the tournament. That's going to give enough time, people enough time to train and get good and get used to the paps. Of course, more details will become available closer to the tournament, so as per the map pools and everything like that. But week 2, if you make it through to week 2, only 24 of the 64 players will make it through to week 2, and we'll have more group stages there. You'll have group stages there, and basically in the first round, I didn't mention this, but 64 player, there's 8 groups of 8 people, and only the top 3 will proceed. So you play 7 other people. If you finish in the top 3, you proceed to the next round. In the 24 group stage player, there are 4 groups and there's 6 players in each, and you play each player, and only the top 2 make it through to the next round. And that's going to be the week 3, the 8-player final series. The best of the best are going to make it to the 8-player final series, where it will be an elimination style, bracket style tournament. You will be rewarded though if you come first in your group in week 2. You'll be rewarded with a double shot. That's right. So if you finish first in your group in week 2, you'll get a double opportunity. And again, if you win your first qualifying final, you'll actually get a shot at a cash prize straight away because you go straight to the preliminary finals. More information on how that's going to be structured later on. It's going to be a surprise. So again, 3-week tournament, 64 player, down to 24 player, down to 8 player. And it's a completely free to sign up tournament. You're going to have to head on over to Kane's Wrath Online to figure out how to sign up for that tournament. But the tournament sign-ups aren't quite open just yet, so don't get ahead of yourself. This is going to be insane. So there you go, 3-week tournament. We knock off 66% of the players in the first, or is that, did I do that right? No, I'm not sure if I did that right, but we knock off quite a lot of players in the first group stage, more than half, and then of course we lower it. We knock off 2/3 of the players to the final. So it's going to be huge. We're going to have casts, it's going to have everything, but I'll talk about that in a little while. So the prizes and rewards. So we have a massive $1,000. That's right, you read it correctly, $1,000 worth of prizes, with the opportunity for that to actually rise, because we're still getting donations, but we're putting it out. We're just announcing it straight out. We have $1,000 worth of prizes to be announced, and of course first place prize at the moment. So if you are the tournament championship, if you are the tournament champion and you're the best player in the world of the championships there, you get a staggering $700. That's right, a $700 top cash prize at the moment. So that's going to be huge. If you're unfortunate enough to lose the grand final, then you'll be the runner-up there, the second place prize, which is going to be $150. So not bad for losing a grand final, of course. But again, that first prize there, as you can see, is staggering compared to second place prize. Of course, putting all or nothing on first place there. Third place prize, there will be a third place playoff. If you come third, you will be rewarded with a $50 cash prize. So the prizes drop off exponentially. We also have 4 random prizes as well, which means in the 64-player group stage, if you are eliminated, you go into the opportunity, or you go into the draw to get a random prize of $25. We have 4 prizes of $25, 2 for the group stage of 64 and 2 for the group stage of 24. So if you're eliminated in either of those stages, you're still eligible for a prize as long as you stick to the rules. So that will be distributed via PayPal. I will just PayPal it straight out to you, and we'll pay it on the conclusion of the tournament ASAP. So basically, we're going to be heading on over to the tournament rules side of things, and of course, there will be another video on what exactly is going on here as well. So don't be too fussed if you have to keep watching this video back. I'll have all the rules and I'll lay it out nice and simple. But basically, in the announcement page on Kane's Wrath Online, there will be some rules here. So basically, if you don't comply to the rules, then you're probably going to get disqualified. We're not actually going to tolerate anything. So basically, if you're late, that's it. You just get replaced. And I'll go into this a little bit more detail. Okay, so if you don't follow the rules or regulations, you will be instantly disqualified. Okay, and if you're disqualified, you will forfeit your position and any of your prizes as well. So you won't actually go into the random draw prizes if you forfeit or if you get disqualified. So you're going to have to play all the way through. So if you're in your group and you're just getting smashed and you decide to leave halfway before the tournament's done, then basically you won't be eligible for a cash prize, and all the points that you've won or people have won from you will actually be removed, and you'll just be null void from the tournament. Okay, so if you're in a group of 8, that group of 8 is just going to become a group of 7, so don't do it. Okay, as for factions, all factions are available, including random, so you can do everything. All strategies and tactics are available as well, so you can camp, you can one-click, you can all-in rush, you can hex lane. Okay, so basically we couldn't really decide on regulating any of this. We just can't do it, so we just decided to put everything into the games here. Of course, there will be a lot of new maps here because that's going to be one of the big things in the tournament, new maps, and of course people will have to learn these maps, and of course it's going to be difficult to do some of those camping and hex lane strats on these maps here. We have some additional rules as well. So again, back to being late. If you're not in the lobby if you're not in the lobby at the time we designate, and that will be released closer to the date. Again, 6 PM GMT is going to be the starting time on a Sunday here. But basically, if you're not present in the lobby, or at the time frame we desire, again, you will be replaced. And when I mean being present in the lobby, it means you have to actually be there in the lobby. You can't be in a different lobby playing a game. Okay, if you're not in the lobby when it starts, we will just replace you with a reserve, and if you rock up, 5 minutes later, it's too late. You've already been replaced. So there'll be no tolerance there. If you're not there on the time frame, that's it. I don't care if you're 10 seconds late. We're just going to replace you with a reserve. And trust me, there's going to be a lot of reserves with the interest we've got for this tournament here. So let's move on to the next part. So exploits, disconnections, and desyncs. Okay, so all known exploits will be banned, and it will result in an instant disqualification from the tournament in its entirety. So if you use an exploit, that's it. You're out. You forfeit your prizes, you forfeit your points, and you're gone. So basically, don't do it. There's a lot of exploits out there. Just to name a few: the Engineer Style exploit, the Invincible V35 exploit, the Beam Venom exploit, and teleporting a unit under the effects of EMP, phase, or stasis. That is a known exploit, 100% known exploit. You can't do it. If you teleport a hexapod while it's EMP'd, while it's in a phase field, or while it's in a stasis field, you will be disqualified from the tournament. Of course, there is going to be times when that's going to be accidental. We've got a system for that as well. Basically, if someone uses an exploit, you're to continue playing out the game. Okay, you play out the game, and then you upload the replay, a disputed replay, to the forum we assign you. Okay, you do not replay any of your games. The first group stage will be best of 3. Okay, you never play your opponent more than 3 times. Continue playing even if they disconnect or desync or exploit. You continue to play it out. If it's one of the blatant exploits, we'll just disqualify them straight away. If it's one of the teleporting under EMP, we'll actually review that replay later on, and we'll decide after the tournament whether or not they should be or forfeit their points for that one there. So again, if you're just going to glitch hex in this tournament, those replays are going to get uploaded, and we'll just like remove points after the tournament has been completed. So there's going to be no replaying of any games at all, even if there's a disconnection and desync. The only time you replay a game is if it crashes on the loading screen. Okay, but if you start the game, that's it. So if it's a best of 3 and you win the first one, you lose the second one, and the third one goes to disconnect, then that's basically it. Move on to your next opponent. It'll be 1 win, 1 loss, and 1 undecided, and you upload the undecided replay to our forums, and we decide if it's going to be a draw or if one player gets the points for that. Okay, so basically it's going to be none of that. Special rules, we have some special rules for the tournament as well. Again, I'm going to recap this in a later video, but again, this is just the announcement, so we're just going to go through everything basically. So special rules throughout the group stage of 64 and the group stage of 24, they'll all be best of 3s. Okay, probably should have said that sooner, but basically in the group stage of 64 and 24, you'll have the strike single faction rule, which where if you lose a game, you can actually strike out an opponent's faction. Okay, now it only applies to one faction, so if you strike GDI, it doesn't strike Steel Talons or Zocom, it just strikes GDI. Okay, so if you're playing against some guy and he's like Traveler and he's hex-lamed you, you can strike out Traveler and it'll force him to play either Screen or Reaper, which is good because they got a Screen backup, or they can just move to a different faction. You can only use it once per opponent, and you can only use it when you lose a game, and it only lasts for 1 game. Okay, so if you come back and win the second game, your opponent then has the opportunity to use the strike rule back on you, and they're free to play their own faction again. So it lasts for 1 game. You can only use it when you lose your game, and you can only use it once per opponent. Of course, because they're best of 3s, you never have the opportunity to use it more than once per opponent. So that's the single faction strike rule. More information on Kane's Wrath online there. That's applicable in the group stage 64 and 24. Now, in the final series, we'll have larger game series. They'll be going all the way from best of 5 to best of 9. We're going to keep it a secret where those are actually going to fall in the tournaments, as well as the tournament bracket. That's going to be a secret as well, because you guys aren't going to be like, oh man, it's going to be awesome. But in the final series, the top 8, you'll still have the single faction strike rule. You still have that, but you get a strike primary faction rule, which is where if you strike GDI, it also strikes out Steel Talons and Zocom. Okay, or if you strike Nod, it also strikes out Black Hand and Mock. Okay, so it actually kills the whole faction, or the whole faction and the sub-faction for the opponent. Again, same rules apply for the single faction. You can only use it when you lose a game. You can only use it once per opponent, and it only lasts once per game. Okay, so if you lose the first game, you can use your primary faction strike rule, and then if you lose again, you've still got the opportunity to use the single faction strike rule. Okay, so you get to use both of those rules in your final series. Again, there'll be more information later on. It's all fully explained on the website. It's just there to get people out of their comfort zone. And of course, with game series that go so long, it's going to cause some awesome games, we believe, and it's our way of balancing out the tournament to stop people. Some people will just all-in rush all the way to the end, and I'm not saying that's a bad tactic. That's a completely valid tactic, and the amount of times, I mean, it has won tournaments a decent amount, but again, it's not the be-all, end-all. It is easily stoppable, and scouting in a tournament has been proven key. A lot of people get knocked out at tournaments because they simply just don't scout. They don't scout in casual, so they don't scout in tournament. You've got to scout in tournament, because if you scout a rush, you've almost got an easy win, because if you see it far enough in advance, all you have to do is just camp a little bit, and you're going to have a ridiculous economic advantage. So again, that's going to be in the factions there. Okay, organization, basically the officials for the tournament are Bike Rush, myself, Green Zero, and Even Star 7, which is Cabal. Again, myself and Bike Rush will be playing in the tournament, so we won't actually be making any decisions in-game or anything like that. That'll be to Even Star or Cabal, who will have CGF123 as a backup referee as well. They'll be in the tournament lobbies, and they'll be making sure people are playing their games, and making sure people upload any replays to the Disputed Replay Forum, where it will be decided later on. They'll be hushing people around. It's important that you keep playing your games. Okay, and again, I'll have more information on that later on. You don't have to save all your replays if you don't want to. We honestly don't care, because to be honest, people just won't save their replays, so we're not going to worry about it. Streamers will have Bonus Rule will definitely be streaming, I'd imagine. Bike Rush, Cybit, and probably a few more. I know Spartacus has come online, and he's probably going to be looking to get in on the action. I mean, why not? So let's see how that one goes. Streamers, so that commentators, myself and Cyber will be making videos afterwards. CMC Zone, I'd like to think he'd contribute as well, and maybe Master Leaf is going to get some in there. We'll see what he's up to. And Spartacus, again, a new commentator. Hopefully he's gonna cover the game. Again, there's no like rights or anything like. People can cast whatever they want. Okay, registrations and sign-ups. Don't sign up to the tournament unless you're 100% sure you can make it on the date. So let's recap those dates. The 30th of March for the group stage 64. We've got the April 6th for the 24 group stage, and April the 13th for the top 8 final series. Again, the grand finalists and the third place playoff, they have the opportunity to delay their game if they're suffering from fatigue after the final series, because it will be quite daunting and a lot of cash will be on the table. So maybe the grand finals will decide to hold it the next week. Again, that's going to be up to them. That will allow us to really do a sick showcase on that as well. So we'll see how that one goes, but essentially 3-week tournament with the possibility of the 4th, depending on how the players are going. But again, we've basically covered the structure of the tournament. 3-week tournament, cash prizes, special rules, how it's going to go, but it's very straightforward. I mean, if you're thinking what I've gone through is a little bit complicated, don't worry about it. I mean, basically, all you have to do, rock up on time, play your guys, record your result. It's not hard. It's not rocket science. And when we say record your results, you don't have to upload every single guy you play. You just have to write it down. And at the end of the tournament, you just submit one one forum response of saying who you played and what the score was. That's basically it. And that gets you eligible for a cash prize if you get knocked out. Okay, and of course, if you don't record your results, then you'll be removed from the tournament and things like that. So again, no tolerance or zero tolerance there, no pun intended. But basically, that is the Command & Conquer 3 Kane's Wrath World Championships 2014, hosted by Kane's Wrath Online. That's all the initial information you guys require. Again, stay tuned to the website, because there will be more portal articles coming out. And again, Bike Rush will be streaming and promoting this. Hopefully we'll get a lot of good players back into this game. You've got 4 weeks to prepare for the opening stage there. And again, definitely play the new maps, because when the map pools come out, which will be coming out very shortly as well, we'll have those. Again, more information. Everything, all the information you don't see at the moment will be released at a later date, because obviously we don't want to just bombard you with everything. The portal post is still going to be quite long without including that information. So don't worry about it. We'll have all the information you need tucked away in a nice little area. And get ready for the tournament, guys. Sign-ups are going to be opening very soon. That's right, they're not open just yet, so don't rush around saying, I can't find out where to sign up or anything like that, because I can tell you right now in this video, people are going to be saying that straight away, and people on the forum. So head on over to Kane's Wrath Online and chat it up and see how it's going. Mix with the other players, get ready for the tournament openings or the sign-ups there, and don't forget to whip through the rules and regulations. Again, it takes about 5 seconds there. Okay, nothing fancy at all. You don't have to worry about anything. You've got strike rule, and that's basically it. Okay, rock up on time, play your games, have fun. But anyway, I'm Green Zero. I'll let you watch out the rest of this first-person view footage here, because it was quite a good game. I got Reaper against Master Leaf, who got GDI. Poor Leaf. He's probably not going to be too happy with some of these rules. But again, a lot of surprises coming out in the tournament, and I'll give you a quick glimpse of the bracket as well. We've done it. We've actually got everything prepared. We're just waiting to post it, so everything's fully done. But again, a quick hint or a quick peek at the bracket. If you stay tuned to this video, you'll see the opening group stage graphic there. But anyway, I'm Green Zero. I hope you really enjoyed this video. Get cracking with the tournament. Spread the word. and I'll leave you guys to the rest of this Command & Conquer action. No worries. You guys have a great day.
Training. Unit lost. Unit Harvester lost. Structure sold. Unit lost. Unit under attack. Tiberian field depleted. Building on hold. Cancelled. Building. Training. Construction complete. Construction complete. Training. Building. Unit under attack. Construction complete. Training. Insufficient funds. Structure sold. Structure sold. Construction complete. Unit under attack. Harvester lost. Our base is under attack. Structure sold. Unfold. Cancel. Structure sold. Targaryen field completed. Structure sold. Building. Unit under attack. Construction complete. Training. Training. Our base is under attack. Building. Construction complete. Cannot deploy you. Building. Insufficient funds. Structure sold. Structure sold. Construction complete. Unit under attack. Unit lost. Our base is under attack. Structure sold. Construction complete. Building. Cancel. Structure sold. Building. Construction complete. Construction complete. Cannot deploy.